The search for life on other planets has spanned centuries of speculation. But it was in the 20th century that science began taking concrete steps toward understanding this question. The work of pioneering astronomers, such as Giovanni Schiaparelli, who believed he had found canals on Mars, fueled the idea that life might exist elsewhere in the solar system. However, it was the emergence of astrobiology, a new discipline, that laid the groundwork for more rigorous exploration. In the 21st century, the Hubble Space Telescope revealed the first detailed images of exoplanets, while more advanced telescopes like the James Webb are now able to identify the atmospheres of distant planets that may contain the necessary ingredients for life. These advancements have opened new doors to an age-old question, and scientists are now searching for signs of life on the most promising planets like Proxima Centauri b, which lies in the habitable zone of its star. Today, the search for extraterrestrial life is one of the biggest motivations for space missions, such as Mars 2020 and the mission to Europa. The discovery of traces of life, such as microorganisms, not only alter our understanding of biology, but also of the possibilities for what is necessary for life. If we were to discover extraterrestrial life, the scientific implications would be enormous. For starters, it could help us understand the limits of life as we know it. Life on other planets may be based on completely different chemistry than what we find on Earth, challenging our ideas of biology. Additionally, the discovery of alien life could provide a new perspective on evolution, helping us understand how different forms of life might arise and adapt to extreme conditions. Would Darwin's evolutionary model apply to other forms of life? Imagine, for example, that we found an extremely advanced alien civilization with methods of space exploration and technologies 1,000 years ahead of ours. What could we learn from this? New forms of sustainable energy, engineering techniques, or medicine? The possibilities are vast, and the impact of such discoveries could accelerate our own scientific evolution. Furthermore, exoplanets in habitable zones would reveal secrets of biology not only extraterrestrial but radically different from anything we could have imagined. This could redefine what it means to be alive, and what conditions are essential for life to exist. The discovery of extraterrestrial life brings profound philosophical questions. Many scholars believe that it could shake our anthropocentric view of the universe, the idea that Earth and humanity are the center of the cosmos. If we find life on other planets, it might force us to reconsider the meaning of being human, our connection to the universe, and our role within it. Religious implications are equally significant. Various religious traditions claim that humanity has a unique mission in the universe. The discovery of intelligent life could be seen as a threat to these beliefs, as it might raise doubts about the divine nature of creation. For others, it could be seen as confirmation of a greater cosmic order that includes not only Earth, but other beings within a universal plan of existence. Philosophically, the idea of intelligent life beyond Earth also raises the question of universal ethics. How would we relate to an alien civilization? Would we have an ethical code capable of encompassing the diversity of life forms across the galaxy? The philosophical impact of this discovery could spark new schools of thought and open dialogues between various disciplines of knowledge. It's not hard to imagine that the discovery of extraterrestrial life would provoke extreme reactions in different layers of society. Some people with a more scientific and curious outlook would likely feel excited and elated by the revelation. For them, this would be a validation of all the speculations science and science fiction have made over the years. However, there's a significant portion of the population that might struggle to accept the idea. The fear of the unknown is a natural reaction, and the discovery of alien life could create anxiety and insecurity in many people. Fears of an invasion or the belief that humanity would lose its relevance in the universe could dominate the conversation. Moreover, conspiracy theories would likely gain traction, with people questioning the validity of the discoveries and claiming that governments are hiding crucial information. On the other hand, the revelation could also foster a sense of global unity. When confronted with the idea that we are not alone in the universe, national and political divisions may seem insignificant. Humanity could unite around a mission of exploration and learning, putting aside some of the issues that currently divide society. Science is actively preparing for the eventual discovery of extraterrestrial life. One of the main strategies involves space missions to Mars, which are searching for signs of microscopic life. For example, we've already found evidence of liquid water on Mars, which increases the chances that primitive life forms may have existed in the planet's past. Additionally, space missions to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, are also exploring the possibility of life in subterranean environments, where water may be liquid and warm. Another approach being ramped up is the use of next-generation telescopes, like the James Webb, which can detect atmospheric signals on distant exoplanets, suggesting the presence of chemical compounds necessary for life. One of the most exciting concepts in this field is biosignatures. Chemical signs in a planet's atmosphere indicating biological activity. Additionally, artificial intelligence has been crucial in accelerating data analysis. With the immense amounts of data collected from space missions, AI tools are used to sift through information and identify patterns that might otherwise be overlooked by human observers. This breakthrough might be what finally allows us to detect a clear signal of life on distant planets. The possibility of making contact with an advanced alien civilization raises a series of questions about how this could occur and what it would mean for humanity. If we were able to establish communication with beings from another planet, would we be able to understand their languages or modes of interaction? It could be an unprecedented technological and scientific challenge. One of the theoretical approaches most discussed is that of interstellar radio messages, something scientists like Carl Sagan suggested decades ago. The idea is that by sending signals at specific frequencies, we might be able to make first contact with an alien civilization. However, distance and technological limitations are still major obstacles. How far could our technology go in handling real communication with another form of life? This kind of cultural contact could open a new chapter in humanity's history. We could learn from a more advanced civilization, but we would also face ethical and cultural challenges in trying to understand an alien mind. Perhaps the greatest question is, what would motivate an alien civilization to make contact with us? Scientific curiosity? Desire to form alliances? Or something more complex? What if we discover extraterrestrial life? What does that mean for humanity's future in the cosmos? First, we might see the expansion of space exploration as a natural consequence of this discovery. With renewed motivation and the necessary resources, the exploration of exoplanets and moons on other planets would become a priority. This could lead to a new era of space travel with human colonies established on other planets, not just as a survival effort, but as a mission of expansion and discovery. Moreover, international cooperation would become essential. Just as we are doing with the International Space Station, we could begin building interplanetary alliances, sharing resources and knowledge to explore the cosmos collaboratively. Perhaps the greatest legacy the discovery of extraterrestrial life would leave behind is the transformation of the human spirit, which, when faced with the vast universe, would find itself more connected than ever, not only to each other, but to other forms of intelligent life.